Hello friends, welcome to AS Tutorials. Today we are going to discuss magnitude plot table in Bode plot. To form magnitude plot table, here in this we have considered the example of open loop transfer function, that is g of s into h of s is equivalent to 200 into s plus 20 divided by s into s plus 2 into s square plus s plus 100. To form the magnitude plot table, first as we know that first we need to get this open loop transfer function into standard form. As we know that the open loop transfer function should be in s plus 1 form, but here in this numerator we can see here s plus 20, that is this term is not in standard form. Here in this case I need to take 20 common, and in the denominator here also I am having s plus 2, this also not in standard form. In this I need to take 2 common, and in this quadratic equation, the standard form, here we need to see that the last value should be 1. So that means here in this case 100 I need to take common. So first we are going to get this open loop transfer function into standard form, that is g of s into h of s is equivalent to 200 as it is, and from this term I am going to take 20 common. So by that I will get s by 20 plus 1 whole divided by, and s I will write as it is, and in this I will take 2 common, then I will get s by 2 plus 1, and in this I am going to take 100 common, that is here I am going to get s square by 100 plus s by 100 plus 1. Now in this 100 and this get cancelled, and this 2 and this 2 get cancelled, so we are going to get g of s into h of s is equal to 20 into 1 by 20 is 0.05 s plus 1 divided by s as it is s by 2, that is 0.5 s plus 1, and in this we can write s square by 10 square, that is 10 square is 10 into 10 100 plus s by 100, that is 1 by 100, I can write 0.01 s plus 1, and this next can be written as s by 10 whole square. So now in this this open loop transfer function is in standard form. The next step is to substitute s is equal to j omega, s is equal to j omega. So here g of j omega into h of j omega is equivalent to 20 into 0.05 j omega plus 1 divided by s j omega. Here in this 0.5 as it is, s I am going to replace with j omega plus 1, and in this as I said we can write this as a s by 10 whole square, and s I am going to replace with j omega by 10 whole square plus 0.01 j omega plus 1. Now this we have substituted s is equal to j omega. So before going to form the magnitude plot table, as we know that we need to find the initial gain, that is by considering gain along with the pole or 0 at the origin. In this problem one pole is at the origin. By considering this g of j omega into h of j omega is equivalent to 20 by j omega. By considering magnitude of this magnitude of g of j omega into h of j omega is equal to magnitude of 20 by j omega is equivalent to 20 by omega. So to find the initial gain, we know that to get this in decibels form, by applying 20 log on both the side, 20 log of g magnitude of g of j omega into h of j omega is equivalent to 20 log 20, and we are having now in this case omega in the denominator, therefore minus 20 log omega. And we know that we find the initial gain at always at omega is equal to 0.1, therefore at omega is equal to 0.1 we are going to get the initial gain 20 log 20 minus 20 log 0.1, and here in this case 20 log 20 I will get 26.02 minus, and 20 log 0.1 I will be getting here minus 20. Therefore the initial gain is 26.02 minus into minus plus 20, I will be getting here 46.02. This is the initial gain. So next step to find the initial slope, and we know that to find the initial slope in this problem I am having one pole at the origin along with the gain, that is pole at the origin means one pole means the initial slope is minus 20 dB per decade. Initial slope is equal to minus 20 dB per decade. So these are the two values initially we need to calculate before forming the magnitude table. So next we'll form the magnitude plot table. Now in this magnitude plot table we are going to consider the three columns. The first column we are naming as factor, and the second column corner frequency in radians per second, then third column change in slope. Now in this, as I have considered this standard open loop transfer function, in the you can see that this is the standard open loop transfer function, and the first factor we are going to consider in this 20 by j omega. That is in the problem the first factor, always remember, along with the gain, if any pole are 0 at the origin, then that we are going to consider as first term. If no pole are 0 at the origin, then only gain will be considered as first factor. Now in this open loop transfer function we have one pole at the origin, that is along with the gain 20 by j omega, that I will be going to consider as a first factor 20 by j omega. And for this first factor we are not going to calculate any corner frequency, and the change in slope, here the first initial slope just now we have calculated, the initial slope is minus 20 dB per decade. So you can see in the problem I am having one pole at the origin, that is I have considered here first factor, therefore the first slope is initial slope we can say, that is minus 20 dB per decade. Now in this now we need to consider the second factor. Now the question is which factor we are going to consider as a which. Now here we need to consider the second factor. From this open loop transfer function I need to consider now second factor, but which term to be considered, that we need to decide. That is we are going to consider in ascending order, the omega in ascending order. That is here first I am going to find the time, that is tz1. The first term here tz1 is 0.05, and then tp1 I am getting here 0.5, and in this case tp2 I am getting here 1 by 10. Directly this value we are going to take, that is 1 by 10 here. Now we need to find the corner frequency, but which one to be considered first I need to check here what value I am getting. So here I will be getting different omega values, but I need to consider in ascending order. Now for this omega I will be getting omega is equivalent to 1 by tz1, that is I will be getting here 1 by 0.05 I am getting here 20, and next for this omega is equivalent to 1 divided by TP1 is equivalent to 1 divided by 0.5 I am getting here 2, omega value is 2, and for this omega is equivalent to 1 by TP2, that is directly I will be getting here 1 divided by 1 by 10 is 10. So in this way now I got 3 omega values, but here I need to consider the omega values in ascending order. That is, here this is the lowest. First I am going to consider this, I am going to name as a omega 1, and this I am going to name it as a omega 2, and this I am going to name it as a omega 3. So now we have to take the first term. You can see that here, so omega 1 I got omega 1 is equivalent to 2 for this term, that is TP1. Now I need to consider the next factor, TP1 term. So here you can see that this whole term I am going to consider now second factor, that is in the denominator 1 divided by 0.5 j omega plus 1, and for this the corner frequency is omega 1 is equivalent to 2 radians per second. Now for this the change in slope, first we are going to write the previous change in slope, that is here I got for this row the previous slope is this one. First I am going to write that minus 20 dB per decade. Then I need to write now the slope for this term. See, remember when the zero term or pole term, for numerator zero term we are going to consider plus 20 dB per decade. For denominator pole term we will consider minus 20 dB per decade. The number, any number whatever we have in the numerator zero term, that will be plus 20, and in the denominator pole terms will be minus 20, minus 20. But in this case you can see here in the quadratic form, so for this we are going to get the 2 root, that is for such quadratic equation we are going to consider minus 40 dB per decade. And one more thing, remember, if in the problem if it is whole square, then this term will be considered as a minus 40 dB per decade. Without square the term will be considered minus 20 dB. Any number of terms, each term will be considered minus 20 dB per decade. If in the numerator, that is 0 terms are there, then we will consider plus 20 dB per decade. Now here the second factor I have considered based upon the corner frequency, that is omega 1 is equivalent to 2. Now it is the pole term, that is in the denominator, so I am going to consider this as a minus 20 dB per decade. So first I am going to write the previous slope, and then I am going to write the slope of this term, that is minus 20 dB per decade. Now the total minus 20 is minus 40 dB per decade. This is the second slope, we got a resultant slope. Next I am going to write the third factor. Now the third factor we are going to take the next 10, omega 2 is equivalent to 10. So for this the term we need to consider this one now. So for this I am going to write 1 divided by j omega by 10 whole square plus 0.01 j omega plus 1, and here the corner frequency omega 2 is equivalent to 10 radians per second. And first we are going to write the previous slope with respect to this row, that is minus 40 dB per decade. And in this, for this term the slope, as I said, it is a denominator term, that is a pole term, but it is in quadratic form. From this I am going to get 2 root values. Therefore for this term I am going to consider minus 40 dB. So here I have written the first the previous slope, and then I am going to write now for this term, that is minus 40 dB per decade. So the total here the change in slope is minus 80 dB per decade. So now the next term we are going to consider, that is omega 3 is equivalent to 20, and for that the term is tz1 is equal to 0.01. So now I am going to write this term, that is this term is in the numerator. I am going to write 0.05 j omega plus 1, and the corner frequency for this omega 3 is equivalent to 20. and here first I am going to write the previous slope with respect to this row, that is minus 80 dB per decade. And now for this term, as I said, the numerator 0 term we are going to consider plus 20 dB per decade. So now with respect to this I am going to write plus 20 dB per decade. Therefore now resultant minus 80 plus 20, the resultant change in slope is minus 60 dB per decade. So these are the change in slopes I got, that is minus 20 dB per decade, then minus 40 dB per decade, then minus 80 dB per decade, then minus 60 dB per decade. So to construct the magnitude plot in Bode plot, we are going to form this magnitude plot table. So to sketch the magnitude plot, we have calculated first initial gain. In this problem we got initial gain, that is 46.02 dB, and then initial slope we got minus 20 dB per decade. So these are the values required to sketch the magnitude plot. So you can see in this example now whatever the value we got, like at omega is equal to 0.1 we got the initial gain, that is 46.02. we have to mark that first 46.02 value. Then in this example I have shown 3 slopes, but in the problem just now what I have discussed, in this we are having a 4 change in slope. The first slope is minus 20 dB per decade, that is the first slope we are going to draw minus 20 dB per decade. Then we are going to draw the minus 40 dB per decade, minus 40 dB per decade. See, all slopes are minus, therefore all the slopes come towards downwards. Then the third slope we are going to draw minus 80 dB per decade. Then the fourth slope, in this you can see you are going to get minus 60 dB per decade. So in this way we need to construct the magnitude plot. In the next video I will discuss how to sketch the Bode plot in the semi-log sheet. Hope you understood this video. For more such videos, like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.